Satya wants to be an upright cop, hoping that his life will become adventurous by chasing criminals and solving mysteries like his childhood best friend Anwar. However, contrary to his expectations, he gets posted in a control room as an emergency call operator, where he is mentored by Pistol Perumal. His requests to have his department changed fall on deaf ears. Satya's girlfriend Nisha has a brother Vicky who is shown to be in a relationship with Aisha, Anwar's sister. Initially, Satya thinks that his job is just as mundane as Nisha's, who works in a call center. One day, disturbed due to a misunderstanding with Anwar involving Aisha and Vicky's, Nisha's brother, relationship, Satya misses a call, which turns out to be from the mother of a boy who was kidnapped. Satya deduces that the boy is kept hostage in a train, and with Perumal's help manages to nab the kidnappers and reunites the boy with his parents. Without letting anyone else know, Perumal believes that the 100th call will change the operators' lives. Satya doesn't believe until his 100th call turns out to be from Sandhya, who was earlier presumed dead. Using his wits, Satya manages to save Sandhya from the clutches of the kidnappers and hands over Sandhya and the kidnappers to Anwar to preserve his anonymity. However, Satya doesn't find any news pertaining to Sandhya's return to her house. Disturbed, he reaches out to Anwar, who refuses to acknowledge that Satya handed over Sandhya to him. Deducing that Anwar is involved in the kidnapping, Satya convinces Perumal to help him crack the case, where he brings the rogue, who had confessed earlier that he killed Sandhya, into questioning. The rogue was released within a year of Sandhya's supposed murder since he was a minor. Satya gets him beaten by Sandhya's boyfriend Harish, and the rogue confesses that he is under the payroll of Das, who runs a drug cartel business in the city. One of Das' men asked the rogue to take the blame for the murder, promising him 1 rupee, 5 crore, 190,000 United States dollars. Satya sneaks into Das's hideout, where he finds out that the actual mastermind is Das's associate David. David runs a business of supplying girls to millionaires for money and also fakes the girls' murder. In order to divert the investigation, Satya arrests David and leaves to rescue Sandhya. But David gets killed by a helmeted assassin. Satya asks Perumal to nab the assassin. With the help of the traffic cameras, and the assassin is revealed to be Anwar. Upon questioning, Anwar confesses that he had no knowledge of the trafficking business, but had to shoot David since Aisha was kidnapped by the mastermind. Aisha had eloped with Vicky, fearing that Anwar wouldn't accept their relationship, and was also instructed to kill Satya, but couldn't bring himself to shoot his best friend. Feeling guilty, Anwar requests Satya to save Aisha and commits suicide. Distraught at Anwar's death, Satya is informed that Vicky was thrashed by the mastermind and is in the hospital. When he reaches the hospital to meet Vicky, he gets a call from the kidnappers asking him to come to a secluded location to save Aisha. Upon reaching there, he finds out that the kidnappers have left Sandhya there instead of Aisha. Perumal traces the kidnappers' phone to the hospital where Vicky is admitted and launches a police team to surround the hospital immediately. Sandhya reveals that Vicky is the mastermind of the trafficking business, who had joined David and kidnapped 12 girls in total. Vicky escapes from the hospital after creating a ruckus and calls Satya to deliver Sandhya to a particular location. In exchange for Aisha's life, Vicky forces Satya to stay on the call to prevent him from contacting the police. But Satya writes the word help on his car's windshield, through which Perumal managed to dispatch help to him. Realizing that Sandhya is bugged, Satya asks the team to proceed with Sandhya to the location while Perumal relayed Vicky's location to Satya through another officer's phone. Satya manages to catch up to Vicky, where he trashes him, along with his henchmen, and rescues Aisha. Satya asks Perumal to shoot down Vicky to instill fear in the hearts of criminals who commit heinous crimes against women. Perumal, who had never used a pistol before and had only 5 minutes of service remaining, does so. Thrilled due to his success, Satya is transferred to the SID, but realizes that he can make a bigger difference by being a call operator. Satya decides to stick to his current job. In the mid-credits scene, Satya receives a call and walks away to solve a crime.